Welcome back to Inside Politics. Tennessee's new Lieutenant Governor is our guest on the show. He's Randy McNally from Oak Ridge. Governor, one other marijuana-related issue, that both Memphis and Nashville passed rules that would allow basically for citations to be given by police rather than to arrest them, I think, with a misdemeanor charge for small possession of small amounts of marijuana. The Attorney General says that's unconstitutional and illegal. Memphis has quit enforcing theirs. Nashville is still apparently enforcing theirs. There are some members of your body who are talking about wanting to basically void that or cancel that law, that local law within the state area, to basically say the state is sovereign and can't do that. Would you be in support of basically nullifying that Nashville law?
Well, I'd be in support of the sovereignty of the state, but I think the legislature is going to look at the whole range of criminal penalties, and it could be that even though we've moved small amounts of marijuana to a misdemeanor, maybe there'd be an effort to do further. For example, a person that was, say, caught with just one marijuana cigarette or something like that, obviously not selling it, but maybe possessing and using it, maybe, we could, you would hate to put that on somebody's record, I would think.
Across the country and across Tennessee, and particularly in Chattanooga, we've had a number of tragic school bus wrecks, and people are calling again, let's put seat belts on school buses. Do you think it's time for the state to act and start to require at least purchases of new school buses to be that way, and perhaps even take some of the surplus money to help fund it? And the federal government's talking about putting some money into it too.
Well, there also, I believe in Tennessee, was one school bus accident in which there was a fire. And I'm told that people have made the statement that there would have been more fatalities or more serious injuries had they had seat belts. So I think we do have to rely on the data that's out there, and I'm sure we have a new transportation chairman, Paul Bailey, and I'm sure that will get a thorough going over, and that will be a bill that is introduced, and I think the legislature, I think, will come to a good solution on that.
A number of issues you'll be facing, whether it's, we talked about school buses and seatbelts, we can also talk about health care, we can also talk about infrastructure money. All those are being talked about in Congress with the new Trump administration coming in. Should the legislature just go ahead and do what it wants to do, or should you wait to see what happens in Washington first?
I think on a number of issues we can't afford to wait. On health care, I think it would be wise to wait, and it's my understanding that they're looking at a block grant type program.
Lieutenant Ramsey was quite a stickler about making sure the legislature got their business done every year, and usually got out by about mid-April at the latest. In previous days, the legislature might stay here, particularly in a non-election year, till sometime in June, sometimes a couple times even after June. What's going to be your policy about that? Do you want to get on out here and get back to Oak Ridge as soon as you can?
I do.
In the spring?
I do. Nothing against Nashville, but I do. I think that Governor Ramsey set a good standard for me to follow there.
Over the 38 years you've been in the legislature, the power of the two speakers, the House Speaker and the Senate Speaker, has grown probably exponentially in terms of the boards and commissions you serve on, in terms of the people that you appoint to such boards and commissions. Has the enormity of that task and how much more time you're going to have to spend here instead of in Oak Ridge sunk in yet about all the things you're going to have to? Your life is going to be very different than just being a state senator. Oh,
it is sinking in. Now, being finance chair, you did have to attend a lot more meetings. You served on fiscal review, you served on pensions, insurance, retirement. There were a number of like funding board meetings, budget meetings you had to attend, but nothing like this, that's for sure.
Being Lieutenant Governor is certainly one of the crowning achievements of your career. Is it one that you'd like to continue, an office you'd like to continue to serve in? Your current term has about another 2 years. Would you, assuming the voters are willing to return you back in 2 years, would you like to continue to seek that term for another at least 2-year term, if not 4 year, if you're reelected?
I would, but as you said, it's up to the members of the Senate, it's up to the voters of my district, and up to the man upstairs.
Both Speaker Harwell and Lieutenant Governor Ramsey, before he left, there was this problem last year with sexual harassment, particularly concerning the actions of Jeremy Durham, who was later expelled by the House for his actions about that. There's some new ethics laws and standards that went in, at least among the rules that Governor Ramsey put in. Are you supportive of those? And is there anything else that you think that needs to do to improve the professional working relationship going on up on the Hill?
Well, I think over the years the ethics have been strengthened. And I think it's a continuing process. It's a quality improvement type thing. You get a better legislature through stronger ethics laws, and I think we'll certainly be moving in that direction.
Governor McNally, thank you so much for coming on the
you.
show. I'm sure we'll have you back again in the future.
Thank you, sir. Good
and
to
thank
see
you for joining us on Inside Politics this week. Hope you'll be back here again for a future show. If you can't get enough politics in the meantime, go to the News Channel 5 website. You'll find my Capitol View commentary there. There's new commentary posted every Friday afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you back here next time. Goodbye.